Calispera to all the urbanists out there. Right now we are on a train. And there's an announcer. I did not realize there would be one. And we're going to take a travel all around the Athens city center. I've been wanting to ride this train called Athens Happy Train. It starts at Syntagma Square. And we're going to ride around the major attractions. And hopefully we'll get closer to the major attractions than we did with the double-decker bus. We'll see how it is. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Let me know where you're watching from. So, comfy seating. It is very hot today, 94, 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 35 degrees Celsius. So nice to see you, everyone. I did this very spontaneously, so I don't have my gimbal. So pardon if there's shakiness, but I hope you enjoyed the live video.
We're going to have sore backs by the time we finish the bridge walking. Well, where's KFC here?
They must have it then somewhere.
I'd like it like that.
Find it.
We'd have to find KFC. I'll ask the girl. She'll tell us. Look at that KFC for dinner.
See.
So hello Mika, hello Nabul, hello John, welcome to the live video. Hello Sunset Blue.
That's a good bus.
Hello Sylvia, Veronique, T-Mecca, Eugene. We got a lot of people tuning in. Hello Kay, nice to see you here. We are on the Happy Train. You can see right there. It cost me €5. So it's only €5, pretty cheap. Came here spontaneously. It's in Syntagma Square, which is one of 3 main squares in Athens: Syntagma, Monasteraki, and Ammonia. Syntagma is probably where most people would be visiting as they're touristing around Athens, along with Monasteraki. Syntagma is the best place to catch the double-decker buses and this train, and also to use the subway, the metro, to get anywhere you want to. Also buses. Richard says it may be hot out, but Ariel is always cool. Ooh, thank you so much, Richard. That's a great compliment. Thank you. So right over there we see the trams. They're in front of us. Hello Peter from Denmark. Nice to see you here. I'm missing Denmark. Hopefully I can go again at some point. Hello Dario, bienvenido, vino de Puerto Rico. Estamos ahora en Atenas, en Grecia. David says, nice to see you live in Hawaii. Right now in Greece. I'm 7 hours ahead of New York. And I think New York is 9 hours ahead of Hawaii. So a crazy time difference. Hello Irene, how are you? I'm doing very well, Irene. Thank you so much for asking. I just finished filming on my documentary.
On the right is the Greek Parliament. In front of it, you will see the Athens, soldiers of the presidential guard. Their symbolic mission is the safekeeping of the tomb of the unknown soldier, dedicated to all those soldiers killed during war. Small stop.
Robert says, congrats on the documentary. Thank you so much, Robert. Hello, Tripix from Oklahoma. Hello, Marianne. Yvette says, you're still over here? Yeah, I'm still in Athens. I just finished filming on my documentary series. It was a nice, about 12-day process. We interviewed about 19 to about 20 guests in total. A little bit more than that, actually. About 22, 23 guests. in total. We've really learned everything about history, about culture, about the food, about the architecture and the urban design, about even the little nooks and crannies within the city. And we even got to more everyday topics, like learning about dating in Athens and things like that. So a lot of cool topics. So this is the Parliament building. This was originally the palace for King Otto I, who was the Bavarian prince that was hired in order to become king here in Greece after it gained its independence from 400 years of occupation under the Turks, under the Ottoman Turks. And now they're doing the changing of the guard, which happens every single hour. They do a big ceremony. And right behind the guards, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Yvette says, wait, cool. Thank you so much, Yvette. Hey, Nomade says, hola, amigo. Ha estado en el camino de guardia. Qué emoción. Cambio de guardia. Oh, qué bien. Dígame que un cambio de guardia. Nomades, thank you so much for tuning in. Rami says, YouTube sucks for not showing Urbanist lives on my main page. That's why I hit the bell icon. Yeah, unfortunately live videos are really not promoted on neither Facebook nor YouTube, so it's a bit of a shame. So everyone, unfortunately Facebook has demonetized my page. This has happened to me before because unfortunately Facebook says that when I go to a different country, it's not according to their terms. I'm in an ineligible country and they demonetize everything. And this time is the worst of all. They used to just demonetize ads and bonuses, but now no ads, no bonuses, no supporters. So if you're a supporter on Facebook, unfortunately not receiving your money, your contributions, and also no stars. So it's pretty bad. So do consider watching on YouTube instead. Elizabeth says, we were in Athens last November and had a blast. I've been enjoying your adventures. Oh, I'm so glad. Bruce says, from Palm Springs, enjoying your tours and information. My pleasure. I'm so happy you've been tuning in. Yvette says, kudos to you. Thank you so much. Francine from Massachusetts. Chris says, Chris says, congrats on the documentary. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. Yvette says, you still over there? Indeed I am. Marianne, welcome. Almo says, the rap party. I might actually be hanging out with a few of the people I met on this journey later tonight. I will be hanging out with a few of the people I met on this journey tonight. So I'm gonna have a personal rap party. WRAP. Almo says, typical Zuck behavior. Should I ask FB for a refund? So I'm not entirely sure what happened with Facebook in terms of supporters. They might not charge you this month, or they may, and I'm not getting it. So I'm not entirely sure, unfortunately. If anyone can let me know, Kay or Susie, who are a little bit more into Facebook, do let me know. So we're stopping here. This is like similar to the double-decker buses. They stop and wait for more passengers. But right here we have Syntagma Square. So this is the palace. 1821, Greece had a war of independence against the Ottoman Turks after 400 years of occupation. Turkish and Greek history are very intertwined, and it goes even further all the way until after World War I. But in essence, they tried to establish a republic, a democratic republic. That did not work out, so instead they vied for a king. One of the reasons for that was because there were many enemies in Europe. The English, the French, other enemies did not want Greece to become a republic. I think it was spelled bad news for the monarchies of Europe. So they opted to go for a Bavarian prince by the name of Otto. He was part of the Wittelsbach family. the same family that King Ludwig II, the fairy tale king, the mad king, was part of. He built Neuschwanstein Castle. So King Otto became King Otto of Greece, and he loved Greece so much that he wanted to restore the honor back to Athens. Athens at that time was not the capital, it was Nafplio. And he switched it over here to Athens and made this grand city plan with this palace being one of the center points. Center Athens in the 1800s was built under a triangular plan. This is one of the points. We have Ammonia Square, which is the tip of the triangle, and then we have a few streets like Stadio Street and Athena Street, which are the actual main sides of the triangle. Chris Cuckoo says, says I should book one day a cruise to the 3 islands of Hydra, Poros, and Andina. I think it's worth it. I'll go in August. Oh, Chris, yeah. I decided not to do day trips here in Athens because I was focusing on filming the documentary, but now that I finished filming, I will be showing you more parts of Greece. Stay tuned. Kay says I went in and canceled my subscription until they pay you again. Oh, okay, Kay, thank you so much. Nico says, I need to go to the suburbs. Kifsia is also an interesting suburb. Oh yeah, I did not have too much time to go to the suburbs. I did go to Glyfada and Vula, which are 2 suburbs. They will be making an appearance on the documentary. Stay tuned, and short videos as well. And I went to a lot of places in the center. Kypseli, Kukaki, Kolonaki, Pagrati, Tisio. A lot of different neighborhoods here. How hot is it? Well, I'm feeling the heat now because we're standing in the sun, and it's about 94 degrees Fahrenheit. And he says, hope you're staying away from the fires. Athens is surrounded by mountains, and most of those mountains have no trees. So Athens is fairly safe from fire. A lot of the buildings are also made of concrete. However, there's unfortunately a lot of fires in the north part of Athens, which is a bit of a sad thing. Almost says, I'm looking forward to the trailer. Oh yeah, trailer will be posted. Alright. Are we gonna move? I hope we move. Standing still way more than I expected. I did not expect to stand still this long. Eileen from Nebraska says, great history, Ariel. You always do your homework. I appreciate it. That's awesome. And hello, Nathan. Welcome. Sebastian, watching from Florida. Ida says, I haven't visited Athens since 1983. Oh yeah, things have changed significantly. Athens changed very rapidly in 2004 when the Olympic Games came over here, and they built a metro system and other public transportation like trams. And then the city started rapidly expanding to places like Glyfada, which is further out in the suburbs of Athens. Wendy says, good to see you too. Wendy, good to see you too. Welcome. Millie says, what did I miss about your money? Facebook has demonetized my channel fully. It might come back when I go back to New York, but it's a shame because I like showing you a country for 1, 2 months, 3 months. I slow travel, and it's weird that Facebook is trying to get travel creators on their platform and they penalize them like that. So go to YouTube. It's the best place to lend your support and your views. Alright, now finally we're moving.
Next to the parliament at the corner, you can see the statue of Eleftherios Venizelos, very important modern politician of Greece and 7 times Prime Minister.
Kurenko asks, how expensive is Athens? Athens is pretty darn cheap.
Right now, we're on Vasilisa Sophia's Avenue, and on your left, you will see some of the main embassies.
So cheap, inexpensive from a perspective of being American. It would be less expensive from also a perspective of someone coming from the UK. So Athens, you don't need to spend too much money on food. Lodging is significantly cheaper than other parts of Western Europe. And also it's inexpensive in tourist attractions. So Athens is a great deal if you are coming from those countries. Of course, it is a reality that the cost of living, while it might be lower here in Athens, the wages and the salaries are also lower. So don't take it for granted if you're coming here. If you have better means, do consider buying souvenirs or going to restaurants and consider giving back if you are a tourist coming to a country where your dollar goes or your currency goes a long way. Chris says, Walter has posted how crowded it is. Yeah, you know, Athens people mostly stick to the touristy spots, which admittedly I've shown you mostly.
On the right is a national garden. It was called the Royal Garden until 1974.
Admittedly, I've shown you mostly on live video the main tourist attractions, but I aim to show you way more of Athens through my documentary. So I've avoided most of the crowds from filming my documentary because I filmed a little bit in the main ancient ruins, but I've gone to other more local neighborhoods. Adam says, do I travel through a travel agency? No, I book and plan my own trips. Almo asks, are you going to other parts of Greece? Yeah.
On your left is the Vatican Museum.
You will be seeing other parts of Greece very soon.
On your right is the Roma Street, where the presidential palace is located.
Nancy says, wow, you're still there? Stay safe in the heat. Yeah. I am still here. 2 weeks in total. And then you'll be seeing other parts of Greece. Stay tuned as to where. Robert says, are you covering other countries on the trip? So far, no. Just Greece so far. Tracy says, where's the documentary? The documentary will be posted to YouTube, and if I end up getting monetization back on Facebook, I'll post it also to Facebook. But yes, it'll be on YouTube. Now, if a major television network or the BBC or something like that, or Netflix sees the documentary and wants to make a higher budget one with for their streaming service, I will be inclined to say yes. So that's in part why I'm making a documentary as well. Nick says Kalimera. Hey, Nick, Kalimera. It's already afternoon, so it's Kalispera this time. A good portion of the city, there's a lot of cool things to do here. And there's a lot of cool day trips. There's the Temple of Delphi, the battlefields of
the Byzantine Museum is the War Museum that covers the Greek military history from the Bronze Age until today.
I didn't realize this. Wendy says, is this a hop on, hop off trolley? Yeah, it is. Far less stops than the double-decker bus do. I don't think a ticket is hop on, hop off, so it might be just hop off when you want. Nick says if you want looking for a nice beach, I think after all this heat, I'm starting to crave a little bit of beach or a pool. He recommends Alvaki or Porto Lafitte. Sunshine, thank you so much for the $4 super chat. I appreciate that. Sunshine is sponsoring this train ride. Thank you. Appreciate that. Chris says, is this one of the little trains? Yeah, this is the Athens Happy Train. Hey Lorraine, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you.
On your left is the National Hellenic Research Foundation, where important scientific projects are carried out every day.
Irene says, can I read the alphabet? No, it's hard. It's a very different alphabet. I have not studied.
Is the Conservatory of Athens, the oldest military in Greece since 1871.
And drop us back.
Susie says, can you go someplace cold? No. I need it in the heat. Hot, hot, hot. It's the best type of weather. Gonna go to Death Valley next in the US. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Chris, indeed we are. Kay, thank you so much for the Euro super chat. I appreciate that, Kay. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Kay says, have a cold drink on me tonight. Oh, I will. Thank you so much.
On your left is the Panathinaik Stadium, also known as Kalkarmar, meaning beautiful marble. It was created in 229 before Christ. In 1896, the first modern Olympic Games were held there, and in ancient times, the Panathenea Festival was held in honor of the goddess Athena.
Nancy says, can PayPal? Nancy, I'm so glad you're enjoying my show. So glad you want to contribute. It's paypal.me/Ariel Vera. If Kay or Susie can be so kind and put in the link, or Joe, I'll be so appreciative.
Here is the Zapian Park. On your right is the Zapian Hall. The Mansion Conference Center was created in 1880 for the first modern Olympic Games.
Bima says it looks like California. Yeah, Athens has the same type of kind of weather that LA.
On your left is the Temple of Olympian Zeus, the largest temple of 15 of those are still standing today. your right, the monument you see represents Greece crowning the English Philhellenic statue of Alexander the Great and Plaka, one of the oldest districts in Athens. Now, if anyone wants
Hey John, thank you so much for tuning in. Robert, nice to see you here. Wayne, welcome. Almo says the Greece boy Barbenheimer. Barbie opened here. Oppenheimer opens next month in Greece.
on your right, the Roman Bath.
Hey, Emily from England. Hello, Ghost from San Diego. Susie says those little kiosks reminds you of Photomats. Yeah, these kiosks are basically like the 7-Elevens of Greece. They're everywhere, here and other cities.
On your right, the Numismatic Museum.
Nick says the mini marts are called Peripetro.
On your
Okay.
right, the Catholic Cathedral of St. Dionysius.
Oh, this is the Catholic Cathedral. I'm gonna come here.
Next, we will see the Mountains of Homology Clinic, one of the oldest national institutions in Europe, founded in 1843. Next, we can see the Valley, an international institution who inspired their being the promotion of fine arts, literature, and science. Next, National Economic History of Athens, founded in 1837. Next, on your right, is the National Library of Greece, founded by Ioannis Papadopoulos in 1829.
Nick says, how long is the trolley ride? I don't think it's that long. It should be like 45 minutes or so. I think we're nearing the end. I think we're getting close back to Sant'Anna Square, which is where we started.
Right now, we are on Plakmona Square, one of the most central squares of Athens.
Dr. Tachi, nice to see you here. Dr. Tachi says she loves these rides. Matt says, what does Athena mean? Oh, Matt, thank you so much for the extra context. Yes, Athena, the Athens comes from the goddess Athena. So it's the city of Athena. Ronnie says, beautiful sightseeing through this video. Yeah, my pleasure.
On your right is the Old Parliament, an impressive neoclassical building that houses today the National Historical Museum. And in front of it, the statue you see is that of Theodoros Kolokotronis, Commander-in-Chief of the Greek Revolution of 1821.
Robert, right now we are on the Happy Train. It's a trolley.
Those are the windows. Yeah, this is where we came. Carpets up the hill there. And now we're running. This is where we are. It's straight up the hill.
Eddie says, I'm a fan of Yanni. Oh yeah, Yanni, one of the greatest living Greek musicians. And we're back. Okay, we are our final stop, which was also our first stop. I'm going to show you where to take it, where we're located.
The tour is over. Thank you very much.
So right here is where we took the train. This is the Happy Train. It's right at Sintama Square. It connects with Ermuz Street, which is this main street over here. It goes all the way to Monasteraki. And then we are about a 15-minute walk away from the Acropolis, which is the Parthenon. So everything is super walking distance here in Athens. If you're visiting, you can really access all the main tourist sites here. It cost me €5 to use this. So it's a nice little train, it's cute. They have a website, athenshappytrain.com. I recommend it, you know, it was okay. If you already know Athens, it might not be worth it, but if it's your first time and you have a little bit of time to kill, then it's worth it. If you're here tight on time, maybe not. It's about an hour, and I don't feel like I saw too much. I think it would have been more efficient to go walking if it's good weather. But thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Traffic is chill. And yeah, it might be better to go on a weekend as opposed to a weekday. So otherwise the ride might be very slow on a weekday because there's a lot of traffic here in Athens. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I like that it's called the Athens Happy Train. Oh yeah. I finished shooting for my documentary, which was awesome. So that'll be coming out most likely early December. I'm super excited to show all of you a deep look into the culture, the history, and the architecture of Athens. We're going in deep for this documentary. I've interviewed some amazing people that have given us great insights, from locals to professional urban explorers to architects and urbanists as well. I end up interviewing 8 urbanists. Not me, not my show, but 8 urbanists, someone who's professionally explores the city and writes about it intellectually. So I'm super hyped to show you this documentary. And Nicole says, thank you, my pleasure. Yeah, it's been nearly 2 weeks in the making, and the work has just begun because we just finished filming, but there's gonna be a lot of work done in terms of editing. So it's gonna be quite a doozy in terms of trying to figure out how to put this wild story all together. Jay says, thank you. Yeah, my pleasure, Jay. Bob gives a 20-pound super chat for the beer fund. Oh, thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate that. Bob and Louise that tune in from Cornwall. So Susie says, now the editing. Yeah, that's the harder part. Filming is relatively easy, and I didn't need to carry the camera, so I had to just have good conversations and direct the video. But now the hard part is editing. So Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. Beer is a bit too early still for beer because it's crazy hot, but I will be doing another live video at some point at night somewhere in beautiful Greece that will involve having some local beer. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I actually have the perfect idea of where to show you for a nice beer. Stay tuned. Put on your notifications. I'm not doing a schedule. I'm going live at random times. Put on your notification because I will be doing more lives from other parts of Greece outside of Athens. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. And Susie says, you said December. Do you mean September? I meant September. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, we got another super chat. Who is this other super chat? Robert says, keep up the good work with a whopping $10 super chat. Oh my God. You guys are giving me amazing spinach pies and beers, and I appreciate that. And nice sparkling water. Thank you so much. All right. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. And as the Greeks say, yassas.